One of the interesting things that teenagers in my country, that people in other countries do not know, is that Filipino teenagers are chronically online. Like, I feel like most of the populations and different social media accounts are, full of Filipino teenagers.
What particularly came to mind is the dating culture because other people usually date to like just be casual. But for me in the Philippines, I would say most of the dating culture here isn't really like too fast. Like we are more on like our usually the dating culture here like again. So yeah, like I said, the dating culture here is like still similar to our culture, which was courtship. But I wouldn't like people don't really like do the guitar thing anymore, but or go to their parents' houses. But we do like a lot of guys still like live up to that culture of like asking permission from the parents before they actually start dating the girl. And yeah, basically we're kind of a date to marry type of people, but not all. I mean, like there's the most I say, but not all of them in our country. That's I would say it's a lot more different than others.
What are interesting things about teenagers in your country that people in other countries might not know? There are still teenagers that prefer to be very conservative when it comes to dating here sa Philippines. Whereas from my understanding, my impression sa American culture is they are more open, kumbaga, they're not that strict when it comes to dating. They're not that conservative about it.
I don't think people from other countries realize the amount, or like just in general, the existence of teenagers who are very interested in justice and in social justice in general. I know that some teenagers, actually a huge majority of Gen Zs, are fighting for social justice in social media, and are actually working for people to have the justice that they deserve and the rights that they deserve. And that reflects to the Philippines as well. Like, there are so kadamo sa mga intellectually, very intellectual people na kilala ko here from where I am alone, who knows, like, if we check other places in the Philippines, you will, like, who knows how many more are like fighting their silent battles as well for, like, not only like social justice but even minorities, giving the voiceless the voice that they need here in the Philippines, and presumably outside of the Philippines as well.
One of the interesting things about teenagers in this country, or in my country, is that they are very creative. They can adapt in different situations. Since I have lots of friends, and I noticed that whenever they are able to associate themselves sa mga situation na
that Filipino teenagers are basically like we're hardworking. We're like very industrious. Sometimes it's not true because it depends on how you are raised, what environment you are. Like sometimes there are some teenagers who are spoiled. There are some teenagers who are raised differently and how they like interact with others.
I think they already know, given the society right now. All Filipino teenagers usually ages like any age, bisan anong edad, they're very good singers. Filipinos are very good singers. So I think other Americans know that already. Pero siguro what they don't know is pwede ko siya ma-connect sa stereotype sa stereotyping sa Americans when they say nga Filipinos are slow learners. So, like I've said, they're better English speakers, but not only English speakers. When they hear another language, we actually adapt quickly. We actually know na ang accent, although we can say it straight, but we can learn it quickly than Americans actually. So, yeah. And also, Filipinos have like over 1,000, 5,000, I don't, dialects wala from different cities.
We help with chores and respect our parents. We also love music, dancing, and making TikToks even in small spaces or with little money.
Respect for our family, which is very get to the top of the hierarchy when it comes to our values, that we tend to look up to our elderlies, no matter